Hello and welcome to QUTV News This Week. I'm Abigail Moore, and it's Wednesday, April 29th. The QUTV team is telling your stories from Illinois, Missouri, North Carolina, and Australia. As the semester wraps up, many seniors are completing their capstone courses and presenting their research projects. Communication students examined a variety of ways that people can use communication in their lives. My research focused on the formation of friendship. Have you ever heard the saying, you are the average of the 5 people that you spend the most time with? Well, it's true. And that's just one way friendships impact us. I recently conducted research on students at Quincy University, basing my project on the formation of friendship within college students. My research found that all college students believe that friendship consists of simple things, like sharing similarities in interests, having the same personality, sharing the same sense of humor, or being able to trust the other. While research shows that similar interests and personalities attract a person to the other, students also agree that it takes a certain something to keep that friendship going.
I think like your close personal friends, you align with in personalities, you align with your values, you align with humor, and then you've also had those bonding experiences. And you don't have those with everybody. And I think that is what makes a friend.
In an ethnographic interview, students supported the idea that their college friendships start out based on convenience of their situation. In a social media distributed survey, over 70% of 59 respondents said that they've wanted to start a new friendship with someone but didn't know how. Students think that new friendship is based on opportunity and the willingness of others.
So I guess like sometimes there's just no opportunity, even though like I'd want to talk to them, I guess so, but most times you find a way to create that opportunity, I think. So if like I know like we got XYZ in common and I could easily start a conversation, then I kind of just go for it when I find an opportunity to do so.
43% of respondents said that they were reluctant to form a friendship with someone who's already in a friend group. One of the most fascinating responses was that all 60 respondents agreed to having an acquaintance that never actually turned into a deep friendship, because it didn't have that certain something.
In high school, we had a group of friends and we were part of a club and we all talked about this one thing, and it's just like that I never hung out with them besides that because there wasn't anything else deeper, I guess is what I'm trying to say.
In Christina's experience, she remembers befriending everyone her freshman year, but as time went on, she found her closest friends. That doesn't mean she stops trying to make new friendships, though.
I just think like everyone can have as many friends as they want to have, and you shouldn't be defined by, I'm in this group, so I can't mingle.
Now here's Alexa Lowe with her research results.
Thanks, Abby. I'm Alexa Lowe. For students, we grew up with social media, but for most, social media is new and changing. My research consisted of analyzing how social media has changed where people get their news.
Who cares about just that ship?
Listening to the radio on the way to work or reading the newspaper at breakfast was how most people got their news. Then came local and national television programs where families gathered to watch. Now, social media is taking over the news industry.
Most of my news I get from social media. Twitter becomes probably my primary source for news. Occasionally I'll watch television, and most of the time I watch CNN.
56% of the participants said they primarily get their news from social media. The most popular platform was Facebook, with 72% saying it's where they prefer to get their news. Twitter came in second, and then Instagram in third. Research showed that all age groups are turning to social media.
People over the age of 50 get their news on social media, and then even the younger generation gets their news on social media. It's a platform that allows for, instant breaking news access, and it also allows you to consume multiple news outlets in a format that's quick and easy.
King also presented her project this week. Taylor?
Alexa, I'm Taylor King. Females in journalism have taken off in the past few years. I had the chance to conduct my own research about how females have made an impact in journalism.
Start hearing more stories with a more female perspective.
How do you view the females of journalism? Many see them as impactful and make a difference in society. I had the opportunity to conduct a survey to ask students and the general public what they thought about females in journalism today. Here's a graph showing the percentage of how impactful people thought females in journalism were. Here's another graph showing their impact is positive or negative. Another part of my research had an interview with a former meteorologist, Jim Schnebelt, and he had nothing but great things to say about the females he had worked with.
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, we had some real strong female reporters and anchors and journalists. Absolutely. Videographers, very talented people. I worked with some female photographers that were very, very talented and creative, and all kinds of women sportscasters I mean, I really do see that you could say female dominated, and I don't think that would be inaccurate.
The evolution of females in journalism still changes every day. You can find more of the research done at QUmedia.net.
The Quincy University Academic Symposium was held on April 24th online. 17 students presented their projects ranging from the basis of gender in the Salem witch trials to a toothpaste comparison lab and an app that finds your classroom in Francis Hall. Annika Webster was one of the 4 keynote speakers. She's in the doctoral program for occupational therapy at Spalding University. You can find all the presentations at quincy.edu/academic symposium. Now here's QUTV's Chloe Nott with a story about a celebration in Australia. Chloe?
Thanks, Taylor. The 25th of April, Anzac Day, is a day of remembrance for the Australian and New Zealand Armed Corps' first military operation, the landing of Gallipoli during World War I. The day has evolved to commemorate all those who have served and died in Australian and New Zealand military peacekeeping operations.
Usually, dawn services are held at war memorials across the nation. Wreaths are laid, and later in the day, marches take place in the streets. However, this year, due to the current pandemic, everyone took a different approach to honouring the day. People were encouraged to stand at the end of their driveways at 6 a.m. as the national ceremony was broadcast on radio. This included the sounding of the last post, reading of the ode, 1-minute silence, and national anthems. The last post was also heard across the country as musicians played on the street and in parks. Even some birds tried to join in. Although it was a different experience for everyone, it has brought us together in a touching display of national spirit that we will not forget. Reporting for QUTV News from Tamworth, Australia, I'm Chloe Nott.
Now here is Reggie Austin from St. Louis. Reggie?
Let me tell you a fun story about my parents.
Robin and Reginald Austin Sr. have been inseparable since 1986. Their first time meeting is all thanks to a friend.
So this particular day, she wanted something to eat, and so she called a friend.
That friend was none other than Reginald Austin. They hit it off together and things were going really well. However, Mr. Austin got cold feet.
Never had a girlfriend before. I had friends, but never a girlfriend. And she showed me what love was about.
Robin leaves a note on his car. The note is thanking him for the time that they have spent together. Motivated to get his love back, Reginald does something he doesn't normally do.
It was just something about your mom. We broke up, and I ended up writing her a love letter.
Not only did he keep his letter, he also kept the handwritten notes that he gave to Robin.
Never knew the meaning of love the way I love you. Never have I really meant to hurt you or cause you any pain. But I never knew how much I could care for someone so much as you. The things I've done was out of love. I didn't know what love could be.
After Robin read his note, the rest is history. The couple got married in July of 1992 and welcomed a baby boy in their family in 1997. They will be celebrating 28 years of marriage in July. Reported from St. Louis, Missouri, Reggie Austin, QUTV News.
Now here's Shane Hulsey from Wentzville, Missouri. Shane?
Thanks, Reggie. The Stuckman family has built a rich sports pedigree at Quincy University. Ryan Stuckman played basketball at QU for 2 seasons in the early 2010s. Ryan's older brother, Kurt, played volleyball for QU in the 90s. And Kurt's son, Tanner, recently concluded his redshirt junior basketball season, during which he was an all-Great Lakes Valley Conference performer and averaged close to 19 points and 6 rebounds per game. Kurt says it's been one of those proud dad moments watching Tanner grow and develop as a player.
I always knew he had the skills and the desire to get better. And so it's been fun. It's been a lot of fun just watching his hard work, just putting it in every day in the gym. He's made a ton of sacrifices in his life just to get to where he's at. And that's what it takes for any of us to be successful. It takes sacrifice. And so while many people were out having fun and doing whatever, he was in the gym grinding and just working on his skills and just becoming a better player. So it's been great watching him just hone his skills. His dream is to play professionally. And so it's been fun just kind of taking a back seat and watching him pursue his dreams.
Not only has Tanner grown physically and skillfully over the course of his basketball career, but he's grown mentally as well, which he says was evident this past season.
I think the biggest thing was definitely maturity and just kind of letting the game come to me and not freaking out like I used to when I was younger, where, you're playing against bigger, possibly better guys, where they might be bigger, but I can still use my skill set to score with top of them.
Ryan says he sees a little bit of his game in Tanner's, minus the fact that Tanner is about 7 inches taller than Ryan.
I think he picked up on a bunch of things when he used to come watch me play. So there's little things he does on the court that just smart things that, the layman's eyes can't see. But I can sit up in the stands and be like, that's maybe something I would have done back in the day.
Another future athlete will enter the Stuckman family tree very soon. Ryan and his wife Rachel will become parents to a baby girl in June.
We're getting real close.
How are the preparations coming?
With this being our first, I have no idea. I'd like to think we're prepared, but that could be something that once the baby comes, we might look around and be like, do we have everything? I don't know. So, obviously, my family has had kids on my side, and then Rachel's sister has 2 young ones. So we've gotten a good amount of information from them. So not too worried about that.
They haven't officially decided on a name yet. They've kicked around a few, no pun intended. But, of course, that's confidential information. Now here's QUTV's Alex Aubuchon.
Thanks, Shane. It's late April once again, bringing about the start of turkey season in Illinois, and it couldn't have come at a better time. After spending weeks cooped up, turkey hunters are excited to finally get a chance to get out of the house. I traveled to Hancock County to talk with an avid turkey hunter about the season and its advantages during these times.
Even with all the COVID-19 and all the other problems that we got going on today, you can still have great social distancing and go out and hunt. It's turkey season in Illinois at this moment, and I've just come back from being out in the field and turkey hunting today on a wonderful day, so you can still have a good time even though conditions aren't the best.
Season in Illinois is broken up into 5 separate seasons in 2 zones, the North Zone and the South Zone. The season's lengths vary between 4 and 7 days at a time, with seasons starting and ending sooner in the South Zone and beginning later and ending later in the North Zone. For more information on turkey season dates and regulations, check out the 2020 Spring Wild Turkey Hunting Information Sheet put out by the Illinois Department of Natural Resources. If you hurry, you might even be able to bag a bird before the season ends. Now here's QUTV News' Raven Ash. Raven?
Daniela Mancilla spends her semesters at QU making others feel glamorous. Daniela is an education major who doubles as a self-taught makeup artist. Daniela has always had a passion for makeup, but she was able to turn her passion into a side job on QU's campus. She has managed to create clientele of all ages on and off campus. Daniela does makeup for proms, photos, homecoming parties, and other big events.
I like doing makeup because in the morning it's something I'm able to use to help me clear my mind. So if I'm ever stressed, I can always just sit down at my makeup table and play with makeup, and it makes me feel better. But I also like doing makeup on other people because when I finish their look, they just feel so beautiful, and I love their smile after, and they can't even believe it's them, and I just like giving people that feeling.
Since COVID-19 forced students to return home, Daniela has not been able to continue doing makeup on others. However, she has been using her free time to learn new techniques. She hopes to get back to doing makeup on others this fall. Raven Ash, QUTV, Spring Lake, North Carolina. Now here is QUTV's Alexa Lowe.
The state of Illinois has extended the stay-at-home order until the end of the day on Saturday, May 30th. The deadline for moving off QU's campus has been pushed to May 22nd, but students will have to make an appointment to do so. Books need to be mailed to the QU bookstore by May 31st. Commencement for the 2020 class is still undecided. New information on graduation will be added to the Q&A document on QU's website. Those graduating seniors who are unable to attend the rescheduled commencement will have the option to participate in the commencement following the 2020 fall semester. For the full QUTV News team, thank you for watching our shows this semester. You can find us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter as we share our experiences during the pandemic. Have a healthy and safe summer.